Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and today we're going to take a look at a few recent updates inside of GoodLock. Now, if you're not familiar with GoodLock, GoodLock is an application that's made by Samsung for Samsung. In the way that you're able to just fully customize your Samsung Galaxy device, you're able to search for GoodLock inside of the Galaxy Store. This one is a region-locked application, so if you live in a region where you search for GoodLock and you can't find it or download it, it just means that it's locked in your area. When you do have access to GoodLock, inside of here you have all these different modules, and it's mostly just a way that you're able to just fully customize your device. Now, before we go inside of Home UP and ClockFace, if you ever want to know what is new with the most recent update or when the last update was, all you have to do is hit on More, and then you go to Store. Now, inside of here, this is where you can scroll down. You can see when the last update was, how big it was, and also what is new with this update. So first, let's start with Home UP. So Home UP is a way that you're able to customize a bunch of settings for your home screens, the folders, your task changer. Now, inside of the home screen, one of the brand new features on the very bottom is App Icon Setting. Now, when you take a look at your application icons, when you take a look at your folders or anything like that, these are the normal stock sizes. Now, if you want them to be bigger or smaller, you open up your Home UP, you go inside of the home screen, and this is where, if you turn this on, you can actually switch it. You can go by percentage, or you can just go all the way down to 80%. And now you can see that all of the application icons, all of the folders, everything has been, shrunken down to 80%. Now, if you want that to go a little bit larger, maybe you want your applications to be huge, this is where you can go all the way up to 120%. Now, again, out of the box, we're sitting usually right around 100. And then this is what it looks like again, just like it did from the very get-go. So if you would like to change the size of your application icons, this is where you're able to get it done. Now, going along with this in the same screen, you also have these two other toggles, and that is Show App Icon Label on the home screen. And that just means the name of the application. If you already know every single application on your phone and you want to clean it up a little bit, you can actually take away all of the words. You can do that on the home screen as well as the application tray. Now, next up is Finder Access. This is just a way that you're able to access the Finder on your Galaxy phone. So this way you can search for anything that is on your phone, applications, or anything on the internet. And this is activated by swiping down on the home screen or the application tray. You can either do it in both locations, or if there's a certain spot that you want to access your Finder, you can just choose whichever one you want. All you have to do is just literally just tap them to select it. You can either have it on none, one, or both. So what it looks like right now, if I swipe down on my home screen, is that it opens up my notifications panel and my quick settings. So this is what I prefer. This is something that I do so often on the home screen, and it doesn't matter which home screen I'm on, it's just going to pull down my notifications panel. But if you go inside of the application tray right here, if you swipe down, you can actually enable the Access Finder. So it's just having this right up over here without you having to tap on the very top. It's a way if you swipe down on that application tray, you can get it activated. So let me show you what that looks like. So for me, I'm going to go inside of the application screen and also the home screen to show you both. So now what's going to happen if I swipe down, normally my notifications would pop up, but here I am in the search or the Finder application. It's a way that I can, again, search for anything that's on the phone or anything that's on the web. Now, if I go inside of my application tray, again, if I swipe down, there is the Finder again. So the way that I would probably set mine up is once I go back inside of my GoodLock, I go back inside of Home UP. This is where I go to Finder Access. I don't want it on the home screen, but I will use it on the application screen. And this is only because on this one, I always pull down the notifications panel right here so I can take a look at my notifications and quick settings. But when I go inside of my application tray, a lot of times when I exit anyways, I swipe up. So now if I just want to search for something, I swipe down, I search, and then I'm able to find it. So this is a really nice addition. And then lastly, what I want to talk about with Home UP is going to be loop pages. So if you turn this on, you're able to loop your home screen pages. But as you can see, it's actually getting stuck. And the reason why is because I have my cards over here, which is either going to be Google or Samsung. So all you'd have to do here is if you do a pinch to zoom, you swipe over, you turn this off. Now you don't have that other card sitting on the left-hand side, and then you're able to just swipe pretty much any way that you want. So this is just a way, if you would like to loop your pages so it doesn't get stuck on either the complete left or complete right, you are able to turn on loop pages. And then again, if you just want to turn this one right back on, you can see that I won't be able to do it again. So if you do enable it, make sure you turn off your extreme left-hand card, which is over here on the left-hand side when you do a pinch to zoom. So now that we are done with Home Up, now let's head over inside of ClockFace. Now there is one thing that I want you to toggle on before we actually go inside of ClockFace, and that is turning on the option to have weather information, because weather item is what is new inside of ClockFace along with fonts and a few other things. So all you have to do to turn this on is when you go to your lock screen, just press and hold on it. Unlock the device, so this way you can customize your lock screen, and where you have your date and your time, you just tap on that, and this is where you can normally from stock just change your fonts, change how you want your time and dates and everything to look. And then when you go to the very, very bottom, you have this option right here. So stock out of the box, this is actually turned off, so it will not show weather information. This is where you want to toggle it on, and now you're able to have all of the brand new features that is a part of ClockFace. So now that you added in the ability to have a information item, now let's go back inside of GoodLock. Let's go back inside of ClockFace. And with this one, this is where you can take a look at all of the different faces that was kind of already sitting there from before. So you can actually choose any of these, or if you choose one of them, you can actually customize them as you are going through it. So like, let's say that you liked, such as, I don't know, let's say this bike, right? You can actually hit on this little edit button, and then you can fully customize it even beyond what it looks like. Or what you can do is you can even create your own. So I have one that's sitting over here. I put in a little GIF right there. It's able to move. I put in the date and the time. So if you wanted to start fresh, you hit on the plus button. And then this is where you can just kind of start going with everything. So up over here, you have plain little text. Up, down over here, you have a little bit of moving text, so it kind of bubbles a little bit. And then you also have some of these that also has a little bit more movement with it as well. So you can just find one that looks really good. So if this is, let's say, I don't know, let's go with something like this. Now, once you've done that, you can also even move it around. You can also make it a little bit bigger, but you want to make sure that you get those little dashes with inside the screen, because if you do add in more details of your date and time, you want to make sure it all fits in. So I'm going to have my time sitting there. That's the digital clock. You can also change how you want it to look. Here is the other types that you can have it look like. So I'm going to have mine plain. Also, you can change your hour, the colon, and the minutes color. So if you want all three of them to be, different colors, you're able to do that. So let's put green there. Let's put red up over there. Let's do purple there. So you can change all of them. But, I think this right here will probably make it look really good because it depends on what type of background you have. And it will change between the light mode or dark mode for it to kind of show up the best. Now you also have your plus button over here, and this is where you see that weather icon. That weather icon was not there before, or if it was actually grayed out. And then now that you actually have it unlocked, now you can just kind of move this anywhere that you would like. Again, you can change all of the fonts. A lot of this stuff was new and added in. You could change the color of what you want it to do. Again, I think this white, or I should say like light mode or dark mode, is probably the best option. You can also go through a full entire color wheel. And then what you can also do, let's see, you can add in an image, you can add in a GIF, whatever you would like. I'm going to add in the date. So the date is something that I definitely want to take a look at. I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to keep it as that color. However you want it to kind of show up. If you would like to have even the year involved as well, you can do that. If you want it to go, horizontal or vertical when it comes down to the line settings, however you want it to look. Now let's state that maybe you put in an image or you put in a GIF and you want to make sure that you can still see the date or the time. All you'd have to do is you'd have to press and hold, and then you need to move that line up. So whatever, is blocking the way, you can actually just change the order. So if I wanted to put in an image, I can put in an image or image. I'm going to delete that, go to plus, go back to GIF. Now it's cool because you can pretty much grab any GIF that you want, from, pretty much, I guess you can just say the internet. So let's say that we move this right there. Now let's move it right around here. Now what's going to happen is I do need to bring back my date and time on top of the GIF. So then this way you'd be able to read it. So I'm not going to save this. I just wanted to show what you're able to do with the layers of whatever you're adding onto your little clock face for your lock screen. So the one that I have set up was this one right here. I think it looked pretty good. So once you hit on that little check mark, it is now going to be on your lock screen. So you can see that this one's moving. I put my layers so I can see the date and the time on top of the GIF, and then I can just pretty much just hit done. And I also have information on the weather if I added in the weather option as well. So that was pretty much everything that I wanted to cover with Home Up and ClockFace. So it's kind of updated ClockFace a bit, especially with some more fonts. You also have the weather icon, and you can also put a frame on your images and GIFs. And then for Home Up, this is where you can, pretty much do your infinite loop or infinite scrolling. You also have your Finder access and the app icons settings where you can change the size and scale. So hopefully you guys appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.